know I'm going to be accused of being reverse racist for saying this, but it's absolutely true. The conversations I'm having with my white friends right now, not all of them, but a lot of them, and the conversations I'm having with my black friends are very different. A lot of my white friends want to pretend that everything's fine with our nation, that everything's normal, that Donald Trump is normal, and that there's nothing to see here. Whereas my black friends are living at DEFCON 5, red alert every day, recognizing that we have a madman at the helm of our nation who's driving this ship into the ground right in front of our eyes. And it's just a very stark difference in these conversations. And I am seeing more and more white folks waking up to the reality that we're living in. But the black folks I know, they are eyes wide open and have been for a long time.
In your video, you said, we don't need them, they need us. Who's they?
Yes.
Who's they?
The white people ultimately don't need other races in order to succeed, in order to be ourselves. Absolutely not.
So how do you think America became the greatest economic nation without...
Not through black people.
Oh, it wasn't? It wasn't because of free labor?
Are you talking about slavery?
No, I'm talking about slavery and also what happened after slavery, which Douglas Blackmun talked about, slavery by another name. So I'm trying to understand, when you say didn't need it, how do you think America became the greatest economy that it did? How do you think that happened?
Through the genius of Europeans.
How was the genius of Europeans when the fact of the matter is it was actually King Cotton that supplied the economic means for America to do so? And that was a result of free labor from black people.
Look, the whole point here is that who creates these systems? Who creates these business models and businesses?
Slavery was a business model?
Well, yes, it was a business model, yeah.
And was that one that you like or dislike?
I dislike.
You dislike?
Yeah, I absolutely reject it.
Okay,
yeah.
so but you deny the reality, though,
no,
that's what allowed America to become the economic power, because America supplied 91% of the world's cotton, and so as a result of that, that's how America was able to fund the Industrial Revolution. It was because of free labor from black people.
The Industrial Revolution originated in Britain, and it originated in the countryside of Britain, where there were absolutely no slaves.
I said the money generated from that. But I asked you again, okay? You said we don't need anybody else.
No.
But the reality is, America history proves you wrong. The fact of the matter is, there is no great America. You can't sit here and talk about that greatness without other people making that happen.
We could have figured out another way to pick cotton.
Who?
I mean, white people could have figured out another way to get cotton.
Y'all tried that, didn't work. Yeah, I mean, we
do it now. We've done it previously.
I don't know what books you read, but no, that's actually not what happened. But you said y'all would have figured it out, but you didn't.
Let that sink in.
Black men, I think we need you. I think America needs you. Okay? And I know it's unfair.
Man, shut your bitch ass up. How dare y'all? How dare a white man come on here and talk about black men being a hero when we did our job? We did our job. Okay? Why is there no videos circulating of y'all going at y'all granddaddies? Why are y'all not pressuring your uncles and your dads and all these other white men that voted for Trump? Why are y'all not going at them? Why are y'all coming over here? And we understand why. Black people understand why. Because if there's any change that's going to happen, black people are normally at the forefront of it. Sorry, we're taking a break. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this, I'm not against any black people that want to go out there and protest or anything like that. You know, I'm not against it. But the truth of the matter is, for y'all to get on this social media and try to petition black people, to try to guilt black people, and know that at the end of this, we never get anything out of it. Nah. And again, it's the audacity, bro. It's like the audacity of seeing these videos constantly of just white people like pleading with black people to protest or to get out there, especially knowing that they're targeting us too. Especially knowing that Donald Trump has the military out here in these black predominant cities trying to get us to seem like we're violent. but you won't take your ass out there. You won't put your life on the line, but you want someone else to do it? Man, fuck you. We didn't vote for Trump. We didn't vote for that nigga. So it's on you.
You don't own a damn thing white people need in order to live. White people need you for nothing, but you need them. Whose schools our kids go to? Theirs. Our money in whose banks? Theirs. Who's building the houses we need to rent and buy? Them. Who's shipping our stuff around the world that we need to order to live? Them. You follow me? They don't need us for shit. We need them for everything. We are as dependent on white people today as we were when slavery ended 157 years ago.
Anti-blackness or violence. I will use my voice in the most uplifting way possible. And do everything in my power to educate my community. I will love my black neighbors the same as my white ones.
Talk about white guilt. You know, they make this white guilt seem like it's a religion. Bro, I can't. They got their hands in the air like they're in church. Well, hey, I guess one thing, you know, we can't say that all white people hate black people. This is funny. This is crazy. And the crazy thing is I don't see the benefit of this. It just seems like virtue signaling to me. If you really want to help black Americans, helping us take some accountability would be a good way to start. Because a lot of us right now are severely lacking it. If you want to help black people, stop making excuses for us because we're black. Oh, and let's stop lowering the bar for black people. Hold us to the same standard that we hold everybody else to. Teaching a man to fish is much better than giving a man a fish. And too many people want to give black people stuff right now. And too many black Americans have a standard that is far too low. Anyway, again, this white guilt is crazy. I can't be the only one who thinks this. You guys let me know.
Should black people get reparations?
I believe they should.
So I, white man, have to play for black people. Why?
Wow, that's a really selfish thing you just said.
Hold on. Why should I have...
That's a really non-empathetic thing to say.
Wait, why should I have empathy for a race? I have white guilt because I breathe? Why should the white students here have to work harder to pay for black kids? What is that all about?
Not every black person has lineage connected to slaves.
That's
and
true.
Every white person doesn't have lineage connected to slaves.
Yes, that's right. So since every black person doesn't have a lineage connected to slaves, why should we generalize and say reparations for black people?
Because there are people that are in a worse place.
So over 150 years, they didn't have any ability to make better decisions, to save money, and to invest. How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white man?
Well, I guess to put it simply, we don't. There's a lot of stereotypes out there. And there are some white people that do have hate. And it's usually because of a stereotype that they think all people are the same and they dislike that. But the theory that all white people are that way is also a stereotype. So we got to be careful about stereotypes, and we got to be careful about what we listen to and what we believe, because a lot of it's not true. Take care.
We're not shaming anybody, God. We're just humbling ourselves before you. Yes, Lord. You brought the thunder and rain today, God. Because Satan takes the L today. Father, in Jesus' name, you get the victory. Father, we ask for forgiveness from our black brothers and sisters for years and years of racism, of systematic racism.
Please forgive us. As I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country, to you and all African Americans, from the beginning of our nation's history, in honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children, please hear this from my heart. I apologize. Please forgive us. With this prayer, I acknowledge the depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against Black people in America. From slavery to lynchings to white supremacist laws to the denial of voting rights, to all the ways, both large and small, all of them evil, all of them wrong, for all the oppression and all of the injustices. I apologize. Please forgive us for the denial of any civil rights, for inequalities in criminal justice, to any instances of police brutality, to the denial of opportunity, for economic injustice, for any ways that a racial element has played into the perpetration of injustice. I apologize. Please forgive us. Emancipation Proclamation, the 13th Amendment, which abolishes slavery. A presidential pen could end, and a constitutional amendment could end the evil institution. But racism didn't end. You can't, no presidential pen or constitutional amendment could eradicate racism. It could eradicate the institution, which was a manifestation of that. There are certain things the government's not going to do, so where does it begin? It begins with us, and that begins with atonement.
I'm serious. People like you are important. A lot of people are pissed, and I get it, but people like you are important. Like, you need to run for office when you get older.
I mean, this is history in the making.
We need women of color in office. We need women of color in law enforcement. We need women of color in schools teaching. We need women of color, man. Seriously.
Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. That means a lot, man. That means a lot. You don't just pop out here.
That's the rest of it.
I say no.
Huh?
You didn't say no to you. Why say no?
No.
I say no.
No black. No black. No black.
What? Say that again, say it.
Oh, let's go in. Let's go in. Let's go in.
No, I didn't pop up with trouble.
Where's the menu? 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 Hmm? Are we allowed to eat here?
Huh?
Are we allowed to eat here?
No,
no blacks?
That I was just going to be okay with the fact that all the black people, which mind you, we're all the fun people. I don't want to go anywhere if there's not any black people there. That's my gauge. Like, if I go somewhere and I don't see one black person, I gotta fucking go. I know I'm white, but it's true. And the culture appropriation, call it what you want. I like black people. I like being around them. So, whatever. You guys can live in your Krispy Kreme white world. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't find it fun. So, yeah, just me getting all my Fast food carcasses out of the car.
Would you prefer a black guy or a white guy?
Black guy.
Black guy? What about you?
Black guy.
Black guy? And why is that?
I don't know how to treat a girl. Yeah.
They know how to treat a girl?
Yeah.
Better than a white guy, you said?
How? White guys are weird.
White guys are weird? Why are they weird? What did they do?
It's like they talk weird. Black guys are just cool. No hate.
Okay. Look, you guys like what you guys like. You feel me? It is what it is.
This man said something that many white people were afraid to say. After he spoke, many even admitted that what he said was the truth. Watch the full video and share your thoughts. Do you agree with his view?
I love black people. I just favor them. I like them. I have my whole life. When I was a young white boy, I used to wish that I was a black person. I used to wish that I would wake up a black person. My girlfriend is black. She will be my wife, so my wife will be black, and my children will be black, and I like that. I think black people are one of the coolest people on all the earth. I think they've taken such struggle and turned it into beauty and art like they do with everything. I think they're exactly part of what it takes to make America as great as it is, and we owe black people much more love and support than we give them. Notice how I didn't say anything negative against white people? I assure you they will still come to this post and be angry.
But don't worry, they're not racist.
The response to that video says a lot. Many people, including white viewers, agreed with what the man said about black people being kind, loving, and welcoming. That challenges the negative stereotypes that have been repeated for generations. The truth is, many black people have faced racism and discrimination for a very long time. Those experiences have shaped how society often portrays them. If you only believe the stereotypes and never get to know black people personally, it is easy to form the wrong impression.
I want every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
Yeah, so the racist white people are putting signs up saying that they don't want black people. That no black people are allowed, it's for only white people. And some black people and other races are getting upset. But honey, let me tell you, I'm happy about it. I love it. I love it for them. Because me, for one, I want to know where I'm not wanted or appreciated. I don't want to step foot in an establishment that don't want me and don't want my business. Because contrary to what you may believe and what you've been told, black folks spend more than $1.8 trillion a year. Unfortunately, but fortunately, black people are consumers. Our dollars only stay in our community for about 6 hours because we're continuously purchasing. We're continuously buying stuff. Now, again, that's not the best thing for black folks, but it is a great thing for other nationalities. But y'all still don't respect the fact that we spend that much. Walking around the store, following us behind the store, accusing us of stealing when we're the ones that's really keeping food on your table. That's why you open up all of these places in the black neighborhoods, because you know you can get the black dollar. But look what happens. Look what happened to the Destination Steakhouse, the tenderism. When black folks thought that Unc owned that place, they swarmed to this restaurant. Gave this man so much business and didn't realize it was a white owner. Gave this man so much business, and now he's suffering. Now his business is suffering because black folks done caught on to it and all kind of stuff. And if you don't know the history, it's very intriguing. But that's one example. But look at what happened with Black Wall Street. Look at what happened with Rosewood. Black folks was minding their business, had more millionaires on Black Wall Street than a lot of other parts of the country. And what happened was white people was a little jealous about that. And they wanted some of that money. They wanted them black dollars. And they sent in planes and bombed Black Wall Street. The banks, the grocery stores, the barbershops, everything was just gone. Because they wanted that money. Look at what happened to the Cadillac industry. Black folks and black money single-handedly saved the Cadillac industry. You know, a lot of times, black people couldn't even put their money in the banks. So when the Great Depression came, and all the white people's money was gone, black folks still had money in their house. That's why a lot of people just don't believe in banks until this day.
Black people still had money in their house. And so they was able to go and buy Cadillacs. The whole fascination behind Cadillacs, you should read about it. It's very, very interesting. Black folks did that. So when they try to make you think that, oh, black people just steal, oh, we got to walk behind them and make sure that they're not stealing anything, oh, they can't afford this, they can't afford that, it's a lie. It's a lie from the pits of hell. But again, for me, I would rather know that you don't want me in your establishment. So go ahead and put up your signs. Put up your whites only signs. Put up your no black people, no colors signs. Because I, for one, I love it. And you'll see sooner than later that you cannot survive without the black dollar. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hope you had a day you deserve.
Child, y'all better pay attention to what's happening right now. Cracker Barrel, struggling. Target, struggling. Hospitals, shutting down. Why? Because the white dollar by itself won't keep these companies afloat. And while they play DEI, baby, they need our talent, ingenuity, and brilliance. And when black folks start pulling back their talent, their time, child, struggling. And we already seen what happened to Target. And when we start pulling our money back, baby, they gonna find out. See, what some white folks don't understand is this. Black people are a gift. Our ingenuity, our creativity, our brilliance. It's been the lifeline of this country. We've poured into it, even when this country gave us nothing in return. And let's not forget our buying power. Our buying power hit over $1.7 trillion in 2023. Baby, that's not pocket change. That's why we see these corporations chase us when they need us. But the second they're done, baby, they toss us to the side. And that's why I don't care if Cracker Barrel puts a poster of Barack Obama up. Baby, I'm still not eating there. And I don't care if Carnival Cruises comes crawling back talking about we love diversity. I see the game. I won't be back. And Target, let me be real clear. The last time I stepped foot in that store was the last time. Period. Y'all don't get to play in our faces. Use us when it's convenient, then toss us aside. Not anymore. Because above all, this country understands the dollar sign. And it's time we start reserving ours for us. That's why I keep saying black love, black unity, black strategy, black community. Because, baby, we need to build our own infrastructures from soup to nuts so we won't be out here begging for a seat at their table anymore. Baby, those days are over. So if that resonates with you, join the movement. Baby, everybody won't get it. And that's fine. But those that do, we're still building. So drink your water. Stay rooted, real, and knowledgeable. And mind your black business. Happy Black History 365. And I'll see you next time.
Why is Bill Maher asking where's the black people at? Help me understand. And he's asking Michael Steele, who I don't follow him closely, but my understanding is he was the chairman of the RNC and he's been a little tokeny in the last few years. But he ate with his response. The first thing he said was, we all had a meeting. And I love it because that was the definition of tongue-in-cheek and double meaning. Because, of course, any person who's a part of a minority group knows the experience of being asked to speak for the entire group, right? And so it's a very sarcastic thing to say, well, we all had a meeting, right? Because why are you asking me to speak for my entire demographic? At the same time, this was also somewhat literal because there is a collective agreement and understanding that we are not moving the same way that we normally move. So he said we had a meeting and it did not go well for white people. And then he said, but that really shouldn't even be the focus. We need to focus on the purpose of the protest, which is basically to say no to a dictator, to a wannabe. He also ate with that because not only did he acknowledged that black people are moving differently, he did it in a way that did not invite Bill Maher or any of his audience into that conversation with us. And I would dare say that that is a masterclass or a case study in keeping people out of black business or protecting black business, because he gave him Michael Steele gave Bill Maher no opening to offer an opinion, to offer an insight. He didn't even offer our opinions or our insight for Bill Maher or his audience to judge, because it's not your business. And it was the gentlest way possible for him to basically say, mind y'all's business. I mean, it begs the question, why are y'all looking for us like that? What's the reasoning to be so dedicated? He said the photographer was looking for black people. Why were you looking to photograph black people specifically at a protest? For what reason? What were those photos going to be used for? Who were they going to be distributed to? In what context were those photos going to be sent and distributed? And it was also interesting because it made me think about history, because y'all know I always go. So for those who watch my videos, you know I've been reading this book very, very, very slowly because it is so emotionally overwhelming for me. The book At the Hands of Persons Unknown, and it talks about the history of lynching in America. And so there was one example that the author was writing about in Tennessee, where there were two grocery store owners. There were two men, and they were in partnership to own a grocery store together, and they hired a worker at the store. And somehow these men were acquainted with Ida B. Wells, who also lived and worked out of Memphis, Tennessee. Anyway, we know there's a long history of black people thriving on their own and other groups deciding that they don't deserve to thrive on their own. And so there was a group of who decided that, you know, these black men should not own this grocery store, or this grocery store shouldn't be so successful. And so they went and they attacked it. So the worker of the store fought back, right? Defended himself, stood his ground. And apparently there was a shootout, and at least one of the white people who attacked the store died. The worker somehow got away and was in hiding. Eventually they found him, and they lynched him and the two store owners who were, you know, upheld members of society, upstanding members of the society. They were loved by everyone in the community. And essentially what this did was spark a mass exodus from the people living in that area of the South to the West, to you know, California and those parts. And so that was a wave of the Exoduster movement, which happened before the Great Migration. So the Exoduster movement happened kind of like right after emancipation, so like the 1870s and 80s. So this happened in 1882, I want to say. So a bunch of black folks left the area and moved west, and then those who stayed decided to boycott white businesses, including the streetcar, which apparently had just become electric, which started to run on electricity. Now, as violent and scary and superstitious as the racist Southern white folks were of the day, of course, black people had the reputation of being superstitious and scary and easily scared. So they get it in their heads that black people were not patronizing the streetcars because it was electric, and they were somehow afraid of that it would be dangerous. So these people go to Ida B. Wells, and they're like, can you let your people know that they can ride the streetcar because it's not going to be dangerous for them? And she promptly let them know the reason they're not riding the streetcars is because y'all are a bunch of murderous, you know, crazy folk, and don't nobody want to spend their money with y'all. Surprisingly, they were not happy to hear this. But, you know, the damage was done, and it did lead to a little bit of change in that area, which of course we know you always take, you know, one step forward, two steps back or whatever. So that was a one step forward but it just shows what happens when black folks disappear. If all you can do is enact violence against us, all you can do is talk nasty about us, all you can do is disrespect us and try to erase us, then don't come looking for us when we disappear. Stay there.
Here's my reporter from Africa. There you are. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. President.
Very famous in Africa. Okay?
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Miss, I have one question for the African presidents and one question for President Trump. As you can see, President Trump is working to bring peace not only in Africa but also in the world. Are you all considering to nominate President Trump for a Nobel Prize Peace?
That's a very nice reporter. I got to meet her 2 weeks ago when we had the Congo and Rwanda, and we had some other people up from Africa, and that was the first time. But that's a very nice, I appreciate the questions. Very nice, actually. would you like to? At some point, I would like to go to Africa. Absolutely, we're going to see what the schedule is, but at some point, I would like to do that very much.
It's okay. Hello, good people. After watching this video, I would like to say this conversation took a turn that I don't think many people expected. In this clip, we see a white man complaining that America doesn't need black Americans. He speaks as history can easily be ignored. He talked reciting with anger. He even thought President Trump praises an African reporter who asked whether African leaders will consider nominating him for a Nobel Peace Prize, as shown on the particular video. We can see he is trying to show some love to blacks. We want all white people to be treated the way the blacks are being treated, in a better way in this society in general. We can also see the President of the United States is passing his gratitude by appreciating Americans' contribution to Americans' growth. Do you agree with his perspective? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. You guys don't own a thing white people need in order to live. White people need blacks for nothing, but you need them. Whose schools our kids go to? Theirs. Our money is in whose banks? Theirs. I think right now the conversation that I'm having with my black guys are totally different. White friends wanna pretend everything is cool in our nation, that everything is normal, that there's nothing to see here. Where is my black friends? They're living at DEFCON 5, red alert everything, recognizing that we have a madman in the hell of our nation who's driving this ship into the ground in front of our eyes. Let me know what to think on the comment section. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers. See you in my next video. Bye.